Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I definitely want all those potential people that want to get on the front end to listen up to this conversation right now. We brought in the big guns from Good Hope FM, Cape Town's original. And they're looking for fresh young talent who have what it takes to become SA's hottest new radio presenter. Yes, I'm talking to you out there. So we got the one and only Kayizi in the building, is a DJ and radio presenter who won the previous Good Hope FM presenter search, apparently, and that was not after his first attempt. And we'll talk about that in just a bit as to why. But also a radio and award-winning producer. We have the one and only from the morning show, the Hit 30, Delucia Daniels in the building. Let's put our heads together once again.
Yes.
Radio royalty, huh? Should we call it that?
My people are here.
Yes. Are you guys good?
Great, man. Good to be here. You guys good?
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, we're so
Have
good.
Your energy here for sure.
I'm so comfortable, especially being in the middle. Yeah, I got my Expresso fam, I've got my Good Hope fam going.
Sweet spot.
But Kay, your and my journey actually goes back quite a bit, right? We also were part of a similar presenter search together.
Yeah.
You beat me in that round. I took my L. I walked away saying, all good.
I'm going to be fair and say she was put under the spot. I remember it. It was 10 years ago, by the way.
That's crazy.
It was 10
You
years
just
ago.
aged me like 15 years.
And they made her take a call on stage, and I thought that wasn't fair. They
It wasn't fair.
They didn't make it.
Like
they didn't make me
live.
do that. Yeah, and she handled it like a pro.
Please.
And that's how she still ended up on radio.
I'm still
today.
beefing with Stan Mars. Let me just say that right now. Kay, but talk to us more about your journey.
Yeah.
You didn't quite win both times,
Yeah.
but you still are a winner today. So
Yeah.
how did that journey go for you?
Look, I mean, it was a great opportunity, firstly, to sort of understand what commercial radio really is.
Right.
And this platform is basically a way in the door. There's no set blueprint on how you become a radio presenter, how you find yourself behind the microphone. And none of us have the same story with regards to how we ended up on radio. So this is really, if you're trying to get into the building and find yourself somehow getting behind the microphone. I spent, I think, 6 months in a backup studio. No one knew. Yeah, no one knew I was in a backup studio for 6 months. Okay, I didn't live there.
Please clarify.
Yeah, I didn't live there. But I spent time practicing for 6 months every day before I even got to being on air. So just being able to get into the building to sort of learn, and this is what this is really about, opening the door for everybody to try and get on radio.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy to hear stories like that because you don't actually realize what it takes to get into a position like you have and the amount of hoops you got to jump through and obstacles and people that you've got to know. So again, for an opportunity like this to just negate all of that and just dive straight into the front line, this is insane. I mean, again, being a product of something like that on TV, I was absolutely grateful, and it's thrown me into such an incredible position, and I respect the work that actually goes into this now. So let's talk about this, Delucia. This is something incredible, to say the least. What is really going on? How do people get involved in this, and what can they expect?
I think with this competition, it's really all about getting students to gain experience, because that's the best way you can learn, especially with radio. Everything we know from our own experience happens on the job. So basically, it's open to all students. And what I love about it is, yes, we're doing on-campus auditions, where we're doing it at Northlink College, the Tygerberg campus. We're doing it also at UWC. And then today, we start off at CPUT at the District 6 campus. So there are people who can come who are registered students of those universities. But if you're just a normal student that you're registered, you can go online and you can go into the Good Hope FM website. You can submit your own thing. There's literally so many key moments that we've selected where we're like, this is how you must do a link. And show your personality. I think people think radio is very much a space of you have to be super extroverted, you have to be the loudest in the room. It's not that. If you've got something to say and you really have a great voice, go for it. The worst thing that can happen is you get said no, and it's not going to deter anyone. Kayizi did it twice. He's still here today. I never entered it, but I know from my own experience as a student, being in radio, having to study and learning at the same time, it is something that you cannot even quantify. It's insane.
Absolutely. No, I love that. And I mean, we all put in the years, and they say it takes 10 years in order to get to where we're at. I put in 9 years. Okay, I don't even know how many years you're at. Delucia, you too. It's almost like 10 years now.
Yeah, it's my 7th year now.
7th year that you've been doing this. So it does take time, but like you said, experience is what counts. So let's talk about what's going to happen. It's the 5th, the 7th, and the 15th that you're at campuses. What's actually going to go down?
Check this out, guys. I need energy, hey?
Yeah.
I need energy. We're going to be at CPUT today. If you are saying, I think I can do this, don't even doubt yourself.
Show
Just
up.
get behind the microphone and walk away from the microphone knowing that you gave it your best shot.
Yeah.
All right, but energy is everything. And I'm emceeing, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
I dance. Well, what looks like dancing.
You
in my
dance?
mind. In my mind, it looks like dancing. But we're also going to be teaching you what radio execution is, live and direct. And then we'll see, man. Each campus is going to have someone who will then go into the finale, which will be on my show, The Great Drive, every Monday to Friday between 3 and 6.
Whoa.
And then the whole of Cape Town
Is going to be listening.
and the Western Cape is going to be listening.
Yeah.
I might just start registering as a student and take that opportunity up. That sounds insane.
Stop it, Ralph.
Wow.
But listen, so they're judges on the ground. So they're going to be determining a winner per campus.
Yes.
And in the online space as well.
And there's 2 online people that are going to win as well. So there are ample opportunities as well.
So 5 finalists.
yeah, 5 finalists.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Kay, you ready?
Dude, I might be out of a job.
Listen.
But I mean, a great prize, the ultimate opportunity for you to get some on-air training, and also 5,000 Rand up for grabs, and awesome radio equipment. So it's really a great, great, great competition to be a part of.
I think this is a great opportunity to use some learning here. I think we've all been through somewhat of a process in terms of what you expect and then what you actually find out.
Yeah.
In terms of maybe the polarity between those two, what's really stood out for you that you never thought of and learned is so important, being someone on the front end, a radio presenter, someone that is shown in not just radio, but also digitally on the front end too.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that surprised me the most is how relaxed the environment actually is. And I think people put us on a pedestal and they think, oh, we put the mics on, we've got everything all together. We don't.
We figure it out.
We literally go with the flow. And I think that's the beauty of radio is every day is different, but at the same time, you're only going to learn in that space by being there. And you're going to be surrounded by pretty cool people. I mean, we're quite cool.
I mean, come on.
I feel like
Look
you
at
have
this.
so many people around you that's going to nurture you. And that's the point of this exercise, really, and winning this competition, even being a finalist, because you can be a finalist and not win, but still have an opportunity to grow in your radio space. So I feel like there's so much to learn, and you'd be surprised by how much you learn about yourself in that process.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Delucia. Kay, come on. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with us this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, if we have spoken to you right now, make sure that you get yourself in the running to potentially be part of the Good Hope FM family, and it is a cool family to be part of, all right? All those details are, of course, on screen right now. We start today and end off in a couple of weeks, so do make sure that you get yourself there. You've heard what it takes, so let's see.